I'd argue there's actually a lot of anime shows that need more recognition, or at the very least deserve a fair shot for the hardcore anime fans out there. If you're looking to explore some underrated anime across many genres, then here's a list of my recommendations to check out. Hey guys, it's Animan here, and welcome to the channel. Today we are counting down on the top 10 best underrated anime. Before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and press on the bell icon, and set us all to be notified about our latest videos. Coming in at number 10, we have Zombie Lone. Ever heard of an old show about wacky zombies? Well, this series covers the topic by using a girl who could see her time before death, and two undead males who are trapped by a contract. Actually, it's debatable whether the series is underrated. On one hand, it gives a different take to zombies. On the other hand, it had quite the amount of fan service to it. Every episode is filled with original and unpredictable content. The extremely dark atmosphere is balanced by excellent comedic relief. The characters are very real, and it's easy to become attached to them. It does have some solid action and fun characters to enjoy. You could say that Zombie Lone is more of an acquired taste, especially with how short it is. Will it have cheesy lines? Yes. Will you still enjoy it? Absolutely. This is an anime from 2007, so it's a pretty old show, but it's still pretty good. At number 9, we have Beautiful Bones, Sakurako's Investigation. A young man meets a girl who has a hobby of examining bone specimens. It's a pretty creepy premise, but somehow the series finds a way to make it not so creepy. Actually, it's presented more as an interesting mystery series. The problem is that the series has some missing points, so this entire show has never really grabbed people's attention. Still, it does have interesting points in how different bones are investigated, and teaches a little something along the way. This anime is different from any other kind of anime I have seen before. It is a mature, more intellectual anime. The anime centers around a female character that is an osteologist, and her assistant caretaker. Her specialty gives her insights into forensic science. She's also a handful to deal with, which is where the male character comes in. He watches over her and tries to keep her personality in check. Often, he isn't very successful. The interaction between the two is entertaining to me. I'm fascinated as to where they take this anime, what tragedy shaped her, and why is she the way she is. Now, it's a rather low-key anime, but it's a rather decent watch for the mystery. It's a series that you could watch if you feel up for a different sort of mystery work. At number 8, we have Batoom. Sakamoto Ryota is a 22-year-old unemployed man who lives with his mother and spends most of his days playing the popular online game Batoom, where he is Japan's top player. After a routine trip to the convenience store, Ryota suddenly finds himself stranded on a deserted island with his memories in a haze and a strange crystal embedded in his left hand. Given very little time to take in his surroundings, he is very quickly forced to realize that a certain entity has recreated his favorite online game, turning it into a real-life explosive deathmatch where participants use a variety of bombs to kill each other and collect each other's crystals in order to have a chance to leave the island. Batoom is a fairly dark anime with various themes addressing the negative aspects of humanity and relationships. Naturally, the subject of trust is brought up, and it becomes apparent that characters who end up on the island are sent there by people close to them, such as parents, friends, and even lovers. These characters are cast aside by the very people with whom they are meant to have deep connections. Betrayal is a central theme, as it is the very reason that all the characters end up on the island, and much like a Noxus Cloud, it sticks around to become the very reason why many characters end up becoming really messy fireworks. Number 7. Eden of the East. An unusual blend of survival politics and psychological suspense, Eden of the East defies easy classification. The premise is that 12 individuals, called Selekao, have been given access to 10 billion yen in order to save Japan from a future missile strike. If the Selekao run out of money or spend it selfishly, they are eliminated by a mysterious person known only as the Supporter. Nothing else is off limits in the game, including killing the other participants. The protagonist Takezawa Akira is one of these Selekao, with the added difficulty of suffering from amnesia. This is an anime that sucks you into its slick, unusual plot and leaves you hungry to know how it ends. So don't forget to watch the movies that take place after the series end. Many people have compared this series to Mirai Nikki, or Future Diary, saying that it's a ripoff. but in my opinion, Eden of the East is by far better. The two animes have the same general concept, but each of the stories has a completely different plotline. It's definitely a show worth checking out. At number 6, we have Ergo Proxy. One of humanity's last civilizations resides within the domed city of Romdo, where robots called Autoreivs supplement the low population on the path to humanity's recovery. When a virus begins to infect these robots, Ray 1 Mayer gets on the case with her Autoreiv Iggy, but the case grows beyond her imagination and out of her control when a sentient and independent robot confronts her at home. Despite what the setup may tell you, Ergo Proxy isn't a crime series. This focuses on the psychological taking Ray 1 Iggy and Autoreiv engineer Vincent on a mind-altering adventure into the heart of Romdo and beyond its walls. A cyberpunk theme that doesn't feel overdone. How refreshing. Ergo Proxy isn't a rather complex piece, so I can see why it is a lesser known anime, but it has some great artwork and a relatively unique story. Actually, you could call this series rather experimental with the mix of genres it has, along with a setting in a post-apocalyptic world with elaborate domes/cities and humanoid robot beings. The show is quite a journey where you either fall or settle into its depth. It's a tale of self-discovery with different characters and some romance mixed in. At number 5, we have the 12 Kingdoms. The anime starts off innocently with Yoko being accosted at school by a handsome man with long blonde hair who wants to swear allegiance to her. Before she knew it, the monsters were attacking her. She was being defended by Keiki. She didn't leave her friends in danger, and suddenly Yoko and the two friends were sucked into another world. Thus begins the journey into the magical land of the 12 Kingdoms. If you are mostly into the magic genre, then this anime might surprise you with its beautiful crafting world of 12 Kingdoms. If you simply love to watch adventure anime, then you must check out this anime. Do let me know what you've thought of this beautiful masterpiece once you give it a try. At number 4, we have Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit. Occupying the tragically sparse landscape of a female-led fantasy adventure series, Moribito stars the wandering, spear-wielding warrior Balsa as she attempts to atone for the deaths of her past by saving an equal number of lives. She encounters Prince Chagam during her journey and becomes his bodyguard, attempting to protect him from an assassination order given by his own father. Now the two are on the run, all while figuring out just what it is the true nature of this egg inside the young prince she's trying to save, who is her 8th. The series has beautiful animation and a lovingly crafted fantasy world, as well as compelling characters who have their troubled past revealed piecemeal through the series as they grow closer. You should give this one a look for sheer artistry alone. At number 3, we have Kanata no Astra. Oh, now this is one of my favorite animes. Kanata no Astra is set in a time when the aforementioned things have become possible. Science has advanced so much that teenagers are going to other planets simply as a mundane school trip. A group of high schoolers from such a futuristic world are visiting a nearby planet called Mikpa as a camp. Of course though, after arriving on planet Mikpa, things don't go as planned for them as they're sucked into a mysterious black orb that transports them into space. But luckily for them, they somehow manage to find an abandoned spaceship in the middle of outer space. The spaceship would then become their means of travel as they jump from one planet to another in hopes of surviving and getting back to their home planet together. What Kanata no Astra excels at is showing us the raw emotions of teenagers as they battle their way through the harsh conditions of the various planets that they stop by on their way. The feelings of hopelessness, betrayal, anger, joy, and relief are portrayed extremely realistically amongst the characters. Add in a bit of drama around the circumstances surrounding their situation, and you've got a highly entertaining anime that is so underrated, and I highly recommend that you guys watch this one. In second place, we have Welcome to the NHK. The tale of a hikikomori character can either be made into a drama or a dark sort of comedy. This is a series that combines both of those ideas via a male protagonist named Tatsuhiro Sato, who holds a theory that he is being forced as a NEET due to an evil organization. It's a bit of a wild ride, all things considered, and there's a bit of a cringe factor to it. At the same time though, it explores the struggles of one who wants to change their state of living, more so in a comedic way, but still also leaves you thinking. For sure, this is a rather entertaining watch. And at number 1, we have Mushishi. Mushishi is a slow-paced anthology series following the travels of a man named Ginko. The world is inhabited by a kind of ethereal spirit called Mushi that interact with the humans just trying to go about their daily lives. Ginko can see these Mushi and made it his occupation to help people besieged by their negative effects. There isn't much of an overarching plot though, and instead it focuses on the lives of the people Ginko helps. It trades action and suspense for beautiful animation and small-scale storytelling, and proceeds at an unhurried pace that lets you soak in the atmosphere. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you'd like, be sure to leave a comment on what you think, or if we missed any anime that you believe should be on this list. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.